juice. Juice. Oh, they move that. They move that juice. Oh, they move that. They move that juice. They move that. They move that juice. Oh, they move
I tell
that
them, you ain't
juice.
gotta be bishop, you wanna have the juice. Everybody unique, no one can be like you.
What is going on with y'all? It's your man, Mike Deloach, back with another video of. So, if this is your first time to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that notification bell as well so that you can get notified whenever we do drop some new content. So, this is something that we need to talk about, something I want to talk about. Um, have you ever been in traffic and somebody piss you off with the way that they drive? Growing up, my family would always tell me, be careful on the road and watch out for other drivers, because you can't control what other people do. You can control how you are behind the wheel, how fast you go, how slow you go. You can, be mindful of where you turning and, making sure you're not cutting other people off. But road rage. I don't know no other way to get into this, but road rage is real. Road rage is a thing, and golly, like, I must honestly say I've never witnessed it until like I moved here, and not to say people here are bad drivers, but a lot of traffic, and it can be irritating, and they say the heat make people crazy, but with the heat mixed in with people that can't drive, man, that turns people into a rage. And now, like I said, with me personally, like, I grew up in the country, so like the fastest was like 55 on speed limits, you know what I mean? And even then you had to be careful because you only have one lane, and so you had to be careful whenever you're passing, going up a hill. You had to be careful passing, coming down a hill. You had to be careful, and even then too, like at night you want to watch out for deer, so you can't be hauling ass, and you're total your car. You hit a deer, you're total a car, but out here is a different scenario. And on top of that too, like, my dad, he owned a limousine company, and so in that business of transportation, you're transporting other people. So, you have to be mindful of the people that you have in the car. And so I kind of learned that at an early age, and just being a smooth driver, just because you're hauling people. So you can't be, it's like, you're on a bus or something, you can't be hauling ass and they have to come to an abrupt stop. And you bringing everybody, you know what I'm saying? You swinging everybody in the car, so you have to be mindful of that. But out here, you got the freeways and the highways. And, everybody got somewhere they got to be. And on the freeway, speed limit 65. When you get further down 25 or further down 30, or further down 40, it goes to 75. So some people hauling 85, 90, you know what I'm saying, on any given day. With that, sometimes you have people who are not so considerate of others, and, they drive how they want to drive. You know, um, the car culture is big out here, and I've shown like some of the old school cars, but a lot of people still got Hellcats and Mustangs, and Challengers and Pontiacs, and the fast cars. They got Nissans and Hondas and Scions and stuff that they've modified, and Infinities to go faster too. So I mean, you got people who like to drive fast, and I've seen your Lamborghinis out here too, your Porsches out here too, but like I said, everybody got something they got to get to, and sometimes in those moments, uh, we tend to run into each other or to cause a little friction, if you would. I don't want to necessarily say run into each other, but we tend to cause friction with each other in traffic. And in some cases, it's unintentional, and in some cases, it's intentional. You know what I mean? Because, like I say, sometimes you got people who from out of town, and they don't know sometimes that this lane is gonna merge into this lane or whatever, and so they don't know to get over, or they need to get over faster. So sometimes that may cause that bottleneck in traffic, and in some cases you can't stop the bottleneck. But the thing is, when traffic is flowing, sometimes we get in each other's way, and I guess that should have been a better way to put it. Sometimes we get in each other's way rather than run into each other, and you never know what somebody may be going through during their day. You know what I mean? They could have had a rough day, and it's just like that person who's, been having a rough day, and the next person that they see, they take it out on them. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's like that in traffic. You could be having a bad day, and then that one person may just cut you off in traffic. You know what I mean? And oh God, that stirred the pot, and but that was the boiling point. The pot being stirred, but that was the boiling point. When people like to go off in traffic. You know what I mean? And sometimes I personally I get road rage, and I think it's because I'm one of those people who, when I'm on the road, I know where I'm going. I know what routes I can take to get to where I'm trying to go. If I want to avoid the freeway, I know what highway routes to take to get to where I'm going. You know, but sometimes people they don't know where they're going. They do know where they're going. And like I said, they may be that asshole hauling ass, weaving through traffic or whatever. When sometimes stuff like that could potentially cause accidents. And again, that could piss somebody off. Especially like I said, if you cut somebody off, that could piss somebody off. And you've had people who in traffic waving guns. You have people follow people in traffic, just because they may have got cut and all. So they're like, all right, I'm going to follow you until you come to a stopping point, or until the point where I make you stop and you realize, and you like, hey, what's up? Why you following me? And but sometimes, people know what they did in traffic. And I think a lot of times people just expect that common courtesy. It's like if you let somebody in, if you at a red light and somebody coming out of an establishment, common courtesy, then you want to let them in, and that person will wave. That wave is that common courtesy. You throw your hand out, hey, thank you, or whatever. When you turn it, hey, thank you for letting me through. But sometimes you got the assholes too who won't let you in, and that's frustrating too. It's like you see all this traffic, you had to stop, and there's an opportunity for me to squeeze through, but you don't want to let me squeeze through. But anyway, like I said, sometimes you have these moments, man, in traffic where you could get to a rage, and the thing is, that's a thing, when, like I said, in some cases it has escalated to where people want to retaliate. You know what I'm saying? And even my neighbor, like one day, he was like, a guy cut him off, and the guy looking at him like as if he cut him off, and it's like, no, dude, you cut me off. And then dude wanted to fight with him. It's like, man, it's like, you fucking asshole. You know what I mean? But you got some people like that. What can you do? But at the end of the day, as my the elders used to say, when you in traffic, watch out for other drivers. You know what I'm saying? Because especially nowadays too, you got people texting on the phone. And I seen a girl driving the other day, Lord, and she had her phone on top of her steering wheel. Phone on top of the steering wheel as she driving. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, look at this shit here. And then me, sometimes I'm guilty of feeling with my music sometimes. But that could cause people to swerve in the lane, and just that little swerve, you swerve in somebody's lane, somebody could be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, and could start a fuss, in traffic. And with me, again, growing up, knowing and being mindful of traveling with other people, it taught me to be a smooth driver. And even in my job now, like there was a point, and even now I still drive, but there was a point where I was the shuttle driver at my job. And so at that point, you have to drive. I definitely say that taught me patience, because you have to, like I said, keep in mind that you got other people traveling with you. And so you want to make sure they get to their destination safely. You want to make sure it's a smooth ride for them. You know what I mean? And so that taught me patience, when it comes to traffic. And I done got to the point now where I can damn near pinpoint when somebody either needs to merge over, or if we've been riding, you know what I'm saying? And like I know they about to take the next exit or something. Like I'm kind of getting to that point now, and just even knowing when certain mergers do come, knowing when to slow down ahead of time. So, I've got to a point where I can tell when someone's going to make that move in traffic, you know what I'm saying? So, I always keep my eyes on my reviews just to see people coming and see that person hauling ass coming up. And to see, if like they don't realize traffic slowing down, they hauling ass, that's gonna be that person that comes to that abrupt stop. Because that's how accidents happen basically when you're not paying attention. So I just try to make sure I'm paying attention to avoid any hiccups, because again, you can't control how other people gonna drive, but you can control how you react. And I think the more people start paying attention, the less people will have road rage, and not be so caught up in, I got somewhere I gotta be and you slowing me down, and I think that that's how a lot of people get flustered in traffic. And again, they could have been having a bad day, and they out of sight, out of mind, and that one person, like say, swerved in their lane, and oh gosh, that's that could lead to a fight, that could lead to death. You know what I'm saying? But road rage is definitely a thing. But against all those drivers out there, just look out for other drivers. So be mindful, because we don't need nobody getting killed over road rage, you know what I'm saying? But, it's happened, But, but yeah, stay calm out there when you're in traffic, you know what I'm saying? Like they say, the heat made people crazy. We're going into the latter months of these hot days, when the winter time is coming, and you want to be careful in winter time too, just because that black ice, you know what I'm saying? That black ice could slide you, you know what I'm saying? You may not have a car, that could have been your karma because you had road rage with somebody 2 months ago, and then you know what I'm saying, you cut somebody off and act like it was their fault. You can have a wreck 2 months down the line, and it'd be like that's what you get, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't wish no bad on nobody, you know what I'm saying? But if you being an asshole out there on the road just to be an asshole, you gonna get what's coming to you, damn it, But be kind, be polite, understand we all got something we gotta be. We all done worked a day of work, long day of work. We want to get home. We want to go by the grocery store, get what we got to get. We want to pick up food if we don't feel like cooking. You know what I'm saying? So be kind, be mindful, be patient, and don't let road rage get the best of you. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's your man, Mike Deloach, bringing you some content of a black man in New Mexico. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment as well. And until next time, we'll holla back.